can't have my tongue. What?
You can't have my tongue. You can't have my tongue. You can't have my tongue.
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn right.
Wow.
You can't have my tongue.
Can't have my tongue. No. Eagle. Tarp systems. Another spelling of trap. What the hell is this interesting
I don't
song?
want your God. I don't want your God. Put him down. Put him down.
Put him down, don't idolize!
I don't want to shame. I want to come.
I want to come back home to myself, baby. Yeah. No shame. No guilt. It doesn't belong to me. Let it go. Is this mine? No. You can't
In
have
600
my
meters,
tongue.
turn
You
right
can't
to merge
bite
onto
me
Highway
off.
403E.
No.
A song to make you shake in your boots.
Yeah,
Stay
no shit.
awesome Tanya Tagak with tongues. Hip hop pioneer Mishi Me.
Tanya Tagat. Alright, well I didn't know that song before her.
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn right.
You can't have my tongue. No, you can't have my tongue. You can't pay
At the light,
me
use the right lane to merge onto Highway 403E.
It's true. Don't you see that we are the ones that
Turn right, then keep right toward Highway 403 East and Toronto.
waiting for? Yes, you are. You are the one that. Weird noise.
Use the right lane to keep right toward Highway 403 East and Toronto.
You've been waiting for. Yes, you are the one you've been waiting for, my friend. Oh, you are the one you've been waiting for.
In 4.5 kilometers, take exit 74 on the left onto Highway 6 toward Guelph.
Nothing you confess make me love you less. I'll stand by you. I'll stand with you. And sometimes I'll even stand for you when you won't stand for yourself more. Now what you can see here now, because I see the ones that come from us, so long as we keep ourselves able to do what we came here to do, which is create as creators. I've got so many more points to say about that, and I will simply say as a new song, if we were created in the likeness and image of him, H-Y-M-N, we'd see that the one song in this universe is the one that we play with our lives. We use the same 12 notes to arrange our days, which make up the
In 2 kilometers,
lives
take exit 74 on the left onto Highway 6 toward Guelph.
behind as the stories others would tell about how we lived. It does matter, because little eyes are watching just like big brothers. It's true that you are under surveillance, and I am too. But the crazy thing is, in this transhumanism agenda, turned into less than what we are. We have to consent.
Use the left lane to take exit 74 on the left onto Highway 6 toward Guelph.
They say we deserved all that we got because we were not protective of who and whose we are. So we were corrupted and it's our fault. Oh, don't fault me now. Why don't
Exit left.
we just actually take the off-ramp to go where we need to be, and to know that when we go a different way, the others who are waiting to move forward toward their destruction, they will say that we are crazy. It's okay, don't you see how we've been the ones
In 2.7 kilometers, turn left onto County Road 5W.
Time, and so now I say, my friend, the end will be here before we know it, because we called the end of the act that was killing and harming so many men and women. Don't you know the Milgram experiment and also the Stanford prison experiment? Both of them are similar, and also in the way that we've been living our lives, where we would say that somebody's suffering is not our problem. Oh my, I can see how even I've played into that. And so now I say the fact is we are now called to be the change we seek in this world. So I say to you, oh, what would you do if others did not look to you to know what's good?
At the next light, turn left.
If you've not actually said the way you feel about things as they are, I chose the wrong lane to go down, and now I am slowed down more.
At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto County Road 5W.
Actually stayed in the lane I was supposed to be in, and I messed up because I was more interested in the lane I wanted to go into. And now I see that I have been deceived by the distractions in my drive. Oh, I should have went, oh my, 777, yeah baby, that's the way, I like it, that's the way I like it, I say, that's the way I like it, I should have went before and didn't, voyage, voyage.
Turn left.
I'm going left, so I made it in perfect time. I did not have to wait at all because
Stay in the left
I
lane.
made my mistake before it was too late. And I say we're close.
In 13 kilometers, keep right onto Highway 8.
Ducks and geese who are flying in a V. Oh, can you not see how we are the ones that we've been waiting for? Oh, can't you see? Oh, we are the messengers to wake one another up before it's too late. We contracted with these souls we were born into the families of, and then we also got soul tribe that we are called to unite with. This time, my friends, for us to know that the answer to the sacred question that used to be asked before it was turned into secret secret societies that run the world from behind the scenes and screens that we have come to glean our identity from these statuses we have used to define us. And now risk being deplatformed if we speak about, because if we defame and deface property that's not ours, it can be taken away because it's not ours. And so at the end of the day, it is time for us to see how we must take back our standing as men and women, and also see how they'd want us to be other than we are, so they could put a status on and say that we're less than we are as the ones who can lawfully self-govern ourselves if we claim the right to do so. And then we stand on our claims and then enforce with common law, not hyphenated or capitalized on in any way, instead all lowercase. And so that is how you know it's the unwritten and unlimited rights, because it's never had a box put on it. And then I go by where it says diamonds, which is like the diamond, what was it before? Coal pressed into something other than it originally were, and worth so much more. Well, don't you see how all of us who have so much to offer you have been through the ringer, backpedaling? Yes, it's required sometimes too. And so if I've ever offended you and you watch my stuff cause you hate to see what I could be and what I believe myself to be, because I get out of the way and you watch because you hate it, well, I send you love, because that sucks to hate something so much. We give it more of our energy, but don't we see how we have been doing that with the freedom movement in so many ways? I say instead of freedom, why not just be free? You and me both. If you don't like me, go about your way, and let's not be nasty. Instead, let's just be ourselves and wish one another well from afar. Come as you are, that's what we gotta get back to. And all the things that we've said before and done, well, we can apologize for them, but we have to choose to rise above it and not hold ourselves and others prisoner to the past, the not now. 777 was the license plate that I passed then. The angels come to say it's a great new way to play at life, instead of work to be something other than we are, because the form's pressed into a different way than it would have been before substance is formed through the conforming and trying to be other than we already are. Underneath it all, the substance has to be put into a box, but if we can make the box be big enough, that's great for us. My car's making an interesting sound, and I hope that it's okay. I drove over a pack of ice a couple weeks ago on my way home. I'm grateful that I had divine protection and all was okay so far as I know, but I haven't looked under the front end, and I also found that there were some blasted squirrels or chipmunks who had started to make the front of my roof into a place to hide cat food and other things that do not go well under the engine of your car. Or that's what I say, because it was what happened to me. Another yellow light that did not slow me down, because I was already going fast enough to make it through. I didn't have to speed up. In fact, I couldn't if I tried, because I'm going behind someone in front of me who's going at this sweet, and it's okay. So I send you love and I hope you have a great day. Laura J. Namaste, Namako. For now, don't you see how we are the ones we've been waiting for? Yes, you are. Yes, you. Laura J. Namaste, Namako. Oh.
Banning its oil imports. President Joe Biden says his country will not be subsidizing Putin's war.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy. That means Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports, and the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine.
Biden says he knows many European allies are unable to immediately cut ties with Russian oil, but he adds the U.S. will work with other countries to reduce their dependency on it. Biden also warned Americans defending freedom comes at a cost, and they are likely to see rising prices at the gas pump. The European Union has outlined its strategy to reduce its dependence on Russian gas.
It's hard, bloody hard, but it's possible if we're willing to go further and faster than we've done before.
EU Commission Vice President Frans Timmermans says a set of measures announced today would reduce EU demand for Russian gas by 2/3. Russia currently supplies 40% of Europe's natural gas.
Wow.
Meantime, the United Kingdom also announced it will phase out Russian oil imports by the end of the year. The government says this will give British business and industry time to adjust. The UN says more than 2 million people have now fled Ukraine since the Russian invasion began 13 days ago. Humanitarian corridors were opened today for some residents in one besieged city, but many more remain trapped.
Zeros.
Chris Brown reports from Lviv.
Wow.
In Sumy, rescue
Okay.
workers used.
So the gas station there is at 0.0. It's a reset. The Great Reset is what's happening now, and if they can take the ones who resist out early, that's what they plan to do with Event 201. If you know, and if you don't, well, look it up. October 18th, 2019. The big players around the tables for the ones who had the most to gain from the pandemic.
In 1 kilometer, keep right onto Highway 8.
And when you feel the darkness,
Go past this light, then use the right lane to keep right onto Highway 8.
what to do.
For 20 kilometers, continue straight.
Fun. All right. Well,
That says an attack on one NATO member is an attack on them all. But the crisis in Ukraine has highlighted Canada's subpar defense spending compared to many of its NATO allies. Yet Trudeau still would not commit to the target of spending 2% of GDP.
We continue to invest in the equipment that leads our armed forces to be able to continue to contribute, not just in places like here in Latvia, but everywhere around the world.
Canada and the U.S. are also in talks about protecting the Arctic. Karina Roman, CBC News, Ottawa.
And that is your world this hour. For CBC News,
is it? Is that the world this hour, and is it mine? I don't find it to be that way if I say I want to give my attention away to some other place instead. Oh, why would I not do so if I wanted to be a creator instead of a reactor? I want to decide the ways I play the cards I'm dealt. You can rearrange creative and reactive the same way or the other way, depending on how you feel about the points you get on the board for the use of the way that you spelt it well. If you are spell casting without a doubt, it's true that you want to clean out your cosmic kitchen if you want to make sure that nothing gets into your apple pie. No Tabasco sauce, any Abraham, the consciousness gen of by Esther Hicks's fans would understand that reference, and if you're subscribed to my emails you will understand too, because I reference it, because I want you to understand that you don't have to put the apple pie into the Tabasco sauce into your apple pie unless you choose to. And if you know better, then why not do better? That's the question I have to ask to you, my friend. And so, what do you say? I hope you have a great day. Namaste. Now I'm gonna go, really. Laura J, namaste.